Welcome back to the channel where we all can learn and grow together. And I have been tagged by Elf Lord's Journey. Thank you, brother. I really appreciate your channel, your artwork, and also your travels you do and showing all the cool cultures that's out there. I'm someone I really love to see and learn different cultures and different ways of life all around the globe. I think it's awesome and cool to learn these things. And he has asked me 2 questions, tagged me in 2 questions. Where have I grown up and what kind of vehicle do I like? What kind of cars do I like? And ever since the 5th grade, I have grown up around Indianapolis, Indiana. Since the 5th grade, I went through Indianapolis public school system and grew up and raised around Indianapolis, and now I currently live in Mooresville, Indiana. So other than that, I was in Kentucky and Tennessee areas before that, and my family trees probably stretch all over the United States. But as far as vehicles I like, are ones that's kind of I consider before my time. I think they're when cars was truly made with craftsmanship, and I appreciate the work that went into those cars. I'm kind of not really as into the newer cars with all the electronics and gizmos on there. I think they're kind of too fancy. But if I had to pick some specifics of cars, I think would be my dream cars to own. I think any cars late 60s, early 70s, I think almost all of them was built with true craftsmanship. Even some of the older trucks, even going back to the late 40s, like the Plymouth PT 105 and the PT 125, those was awesome trucks. That the 1940s was, the very little time that Plymouth made trucks. I think they were cool. The body lines on them was awesome, and I think nowadays the ones that collects them and restores them, I think they all look pretty awesome. And I like a lot of older trucks. Anything with a bed in it is probably my top pick, just because I like trucks. But as far as cars and older cars, I like a lot of of course, like any guy, a lot of the old muscle cars, but I kind of like some of them that not as many people talk about, like the 1967 Buick Wildcat. I think it was a pretty cool car. It had some pretty cool lines on it, and I think it's pretty well a heavier model car. It is pretty much a boat, but they had some power to them, and it was something before my time. But I like a lot of those older cars, and you can't forget the late 60s and 70s Dodge Coronet Super B. You can't forget the Coronet Super B, especially the ones that's made close to the early 70s. That was a magnificent car, really cool car. So, but yeah, I like, if I had to pick my favorite cars, I think anything out of the late 60s, 70s. I love going to car shows and looking at all the restorations people does on the rides that came from that era or even before. I just like a lot of classic vintage cars. Those are the coolest. And if I ever had an opportunity to own one, I think I probably would never trade it off. But those are my 2 questions. And now I'm going to tag 4 other channels with some questions. And also, after these questions, F Lord's Journey and anybody who likes artwork, I got something special at the end of these here I'm going to show on this video. But I'm going to get to these other channels. I'm also going to shout them out as I present these. I wrote these questions down. This goes out to a fairly new channel, and she's definitely making her way around all our channels and supporting our channels. She's also participated in some Love for Love tags, which she also tagged me in that, and I'm still going to post another video probably this weekend. I'm going to do some Love for Love videos in response to the tags I've received. But Jackie Smith also tagged me. There's been a couple other people tagged me in that Love for Love challenge, so I'm going to be working on those videos and posting those also. So, but Jackie Smith, she's got a channel. She seems like a real positive lady, and she loves to make suits. So my question to you is, what are your top 3 suits you love to make, and can you do some videos of you making those suits? So, but awesome channel. I think you're off to a good start, and I hope your channel continues to grow and keep making some soup. But this here goes out to another new channel, at least to me, and been supporting my channel. So I've been supporting theirs recently, or his. And his channel name is John, and I hope I don't mess your last name up, but John Amos or something. If I burgered your name up, I really apologize. I'm kind of not the best at pronunciating names. But I will put links in the description below. But your channel seems to show a lot of travel. And where is the top 3 coolest places you have been or have traveled to? And then here's another new channel that is new to my channel, and I'm new to theirs, and kind of like to learn some more about. And he seems like a really cool guy. And if you like a channel where guys just messing with tools and doing stuff with tools and tinkering with stuff, tools in hand, I like for you to answer the same questions I just answered. If you want to, is where have you grown up, and what is your favorite vehicles? And this next one goes out to Green Dream Projects. They're a really cool channel, and I really like. They just came onto my channel just recently, and I started supporting them. And they're really, really cool group of people. And these questions goes out to Green Dream Projects. Your show shows a lot of native plants around you. What is your top 3 of native plants? And also, your videos shows a shredder on your property, and do you think the Ninja Turtles would get along with your shredder? So those are my 4 channels. I'm challenging or tagging in this tag video. Again, I'm going to put links to all these channels in my description below. And please check out every one of them. If you're not subscribed to them, I highly suggest subscribing to them. And I have a feeling you'll like their channel. And please support them, because they're also supporting this channel. And we're always about supporting back. So if you haven't got to check these channels out, I highly suggest checking them all out. And F Lord's Journey, I dug some stuff out of some boxes because all of you who likes painting, long time ago, because growing up I used to sketch a lot in sketchbooks, and my whole family's been, especially my Uncle Frankie and different people, my brother does a lot with art, and so I've done a lot of sketching when I was younger, and then everybody started telling me, man, you should start painting. So I started to teach myself how to paint, but quickly realizing there is a pretty good expense to painting, and I was also getting into the woodworking. So at the time, I had kind of chose between two hobbies because I could only afford one, so I kind of decided to pick up my woodworking. But Elf Lord's Journey, since in appreciation to you tagging me, I thought it'd be pretty cool to show you or anybody else who wants to see these some of my artwork. Now these are kind of, I consider them beginner level because I've been kind of still teaching myself, and they're about 6 years old, so I haven't really picked up a brush for about 6 years. But this is one of my first paintings I've done. I hope these are in the frame, but it's just some flowers, and then here's one of a ship sailing and moonset. This next one, it made me hungry after painting it. I needed a piece of real pie after this, but this here's a pie that I painted. And here's one I did of a tree and a sunset. And here's this one here. For those of you who's not cold already. But if you're ready to warm up, here's this picture here of a beach somewhere I did. And this last one is something I did with a paint by numbers, but I kind of added some of my own stuff to it to make it look more realistic, especially with the eyes and the nose and some of the fur. I made it more jaggedy, so it looked like, tried to make it look like more real fur. But it's a paint by numbers wolf that it looked really challenging, and it really actually really was. But the eyes and the nose and stuff is I didn't like the way the paint by numbers had the eyes and the nose look, so I ended up putting white paint over it, and then I did my own eyes and nose to it. And I hope all of these are in the frame, but I just thought it'd be cool to show some of my artwork, and I hope you enjoyed it. Hope you enjoyed this video, and stay awesome, stay safe, find your start, reach your goals, and I'll see you in the next video.